video is going to be about why I started motovlogging, talking about Jesus and how kind of a weird niche thing to get into. There's not probably a ton of people that would be all too interested in watching a guy ride around his motorcycle and talk about Jesus. But the reason I did it is pretty simple. It's because when I was coming to Christ and I was learning about Jesus and I was truly giving my life over to him, I was a really bad person. I did all kinds of bad things and I was living like I was my own God, and I didn't really know too much about God. I grew up in the church, and for a long time I would say I was a Christian, but I didn't really know anything about Jesus. So I knew all the stories. I knew that he died for my sins. I knew he rose from the grave, but I just didn't like truly know him, if that makes any sense. And it's because I hadn't read the Bible. And so before I started actually reading the Bible, which is the #1 thing you should start doing if you really truly want to know Jesus, is that I started looking up videos on, like, alright, I was like, well, okay, I'm going to learn about Jesus, but I don't like watching TV or sermons because they're boring, and I loved watching motovlogs. So I was like, maybe I'll watch a motovlog and listen to some guy talk about Jesus and explain it all to me, and he'll have all the answers. And so that was my stupid idea that I thought, you know. And then I started looking and I couldn't find anyone. I couldn't find a single person on all of the internet that would talk about Jesus while riding a motorcycle. And so then I was like, whatever, I broke, and I was like, alright, I'll read the Bible. So I read the Bible, the entire thing, and I was like, you know, I believed in Jesus, and I said I was a Christian, but I had such a hard time reading it that I actually had to listen to it all as like an audiobook. I downloaded the Bible app, and then would open my Bible and like follow along as it read, because I just like couldn't understand it enough while I tried to read it myself because I'm dumb or something, I don't know. So I started Access Snake Creek Trail. Hopefully it's not where I'm supposed to turn, but you know, I started listening and I was like, well, I need to learn about God. I need to, you know, learn who he is and understand him and get to his heart. And so I read the Bible and I got, you know, the knowledge that I think I needed or whatever, and I continued to grow it and I grew my faith and everything else. But at that same time, you know, I was still an idiot, and it took me a long time to get where I should have been, you know, knowing Jesus and everything else. So when I finally, there's this dead snake on the ground. That's terrifying. Oh my gosh, I don't want to die. I'm gonna get bitten by a snake and die now. Alright, I'm joking. But when I look at my life, I was like, man, I'm buying this motorcycle, and I started thinking, it's like, man, I know quite a bit about the gospel and about Jesus now and stuff like that. Maybe, just maybe, I should backlot, main lot. Alright, we'll see what's up here. But then I was like, man, I need to start learning about Jesus. So I tried learning, and I learned all about him. But I decided, you know, if some other idiot like me decides they want to watch motovlogs and learn about Jesus because they are where they are in their life and that's what's going to bring them there, then I decided that I'm going to put some out there. And so now if some person like me ever looked it up and ever wanted to know, you know, watch videos or whatever to learn about Jesus, now they're out there. And I know it's kind of a short video and all, but there's not much else to say. But I wanted them to be there. No one else ever did them, and I never found any, so I decided I was going to do it myself. And I'm not a pastor. I don't have a theology degree, whatever. I'm just a guy that read the whole Bible, that listens to lots of podcasts, did lots of research, does my best to learn about Jesus and all, so I can talk to you guys and do a good job about it. I try to keep it even biblical, but I don't sit here and just read scripture to you. I tell you what the scripture says and how it applied to my life and examples and ways to navigate this life. Just basic stuff that I could have used back then to at least get a kickstart. And also I scream at people every video to read the actual Bible because there's no supplement for it, you know. But yeah, I just decided if I'm going to spend a bunch of money on a motorcycle and whatever else, I am going to glorify God while riding it around the best I can. And so I started making motovlogs, and now I just ride around, motovlog, and I talk about Jesus. And hopefully it reaches someone that helps them and it does good things. But yeah, I have no idea where I am. I'm trying to find the Snake Creek off-road vehicle area, and something tells me This might be it, but I can't really tell. So, multiple used trails maintained for these. Dirt bike. You have to have a trail pass for your horse to ride out here. That's new. But yeah, I just want to make videos, so if you ever want to learn about Jesus and do it while people ride motorcycles around, now you have an option. Now you have someone out here talking about it. And if you ever want me to talk about anything, I'm more than happy to make a video for you talking about exactly that topic. You notice I put a new wings exhaust on there, carbon fiber thing, put a new raid garage intake. I painted these skid plate back brackets orange and put that little orange thing on there. I did tons of mods to this thing too. So I have the auxiliary fuel tank. I just haven't put it in yet because it doesn't fit, and raid garage just doesn't respond to emails. But whatever. So yeah, so if you want looking for a channel to learn about Jesus and watch people motovlog and off-road, I do street riding and off-roading. This is a dual sport, so I do both of them, and it's an amazing bike. I love it. But yeah, this is a channel for you. Hopefully it helps someone out there. Remember, no supplement for the Bible or actual preachers or going to church or anything else. You still need to do all that, but hopefully this just gives you an option, you know, to look into Jesus and learn about him while watching motovlogs. So try to fill a gap that I saw because I looked and I couldn't find. So now there's stuff there. Hopefully this wasn't the most boring video you've ever seen in your life, but yeah, I'm going to go ride around. I'm going to post all the video riding out here too. So hopefully you guys can watch that. Watch my exciting, beautiful view motovlogs of getting here. Alright guys, like I just said, leave any comments or questions. I'll respond to them for you and whatever else. So I'll see you guys.